anyways, James, another edition of Ask the Doctor. This week I asked people to submit like some insane or taboo or questions they'd be feel embarrassed to ask. So I got a few, but I didn't get the whole five's not exactly too much information. But it is what it is. I'll answer any question I get. So, yeah, we're going to grab the old book of questions and we're going to get cracking at it. First question is from Patty Z. She asks, what is your ideal first date? I'm a very simple person. I've been brought up in a way where, I don't need to impress people. I shouldn't have to impress people. But, I don't mind doing something like, say just a walk in the park or just getting something to eat and, sitting at a table just talking for 3 hours or listening for 3 hours. It's just, it's just like, I wouldn't say, I'm probably because I'm a boring person, but it just, I don't mind the simple things. I like, maybe cook a meal, maybe watch a movie, maybe go see a movie. I'm not into like, going to the fancy places or whatever and doing the fancy things. I'm pretty down to earth, and I just like doing like the small inane thing, just just to talk and get to know the person. And yeah, I'm kind of boring like that, but I like being boring, and that is what it is, I guess. So yeah, just maybe just doing maybe even nothing and just talking for 3 or 4 hours. That was really one of my first dates. Just, well, technically it wasn't. I didn't think it was a date, but I went over to some girl's house a few years, like 9 years ago, and all we did was talk for 4 hours, and it was nice. I don't mind doing like something like that again on a first date or whatever. It's, like I said, I'm very simple. Like, if it's just let's go get a pizza or a burger or something, that's enough for me. Question 2 is from Sean B. What is the grossest food you've ever eaten? I'm kind of a culinary coward. I'm not looking for adventure in my food. I'm not trying to get the strange food. It's just I like what I like, and I'm not looking, test my palate or whatever. So, but that being said, I don't think that most normal food is, tasty. I can't stand mushrooms. I actually can't digest mushrooms, so I think I'm like the only Irish person in the world that thinks corned beef is gross. But it also makes me sick too. So that's another thing. Zucchini, I'm allergic to zucchini, so I can't really eat that. So, but like, I don't know, just like it depends on texture, I guess. Like, say, I like clams, but the when you're chewing on them, the texture is kind of icky. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I haven't really eaten anything. I don't really go for anything exotic when I try to eat, Sean. So, I'm sorry, I don't have any tales like I've eaten an octopus or a snake or whatever, or I've eaten tree bark or something. I'm sorry, I'm a boring person like that. So that's my answer. So that's it for the normalish questions. This is your warning now to get out, because it's going to get too much information coming at you with the next 3 questions. So, yeah, we're going to get into them. Jason M. asks, have you ever thought of life as a woman? No. It's never occurred to me. I've never thought of it. I mean, I'm aware that, it's it's a thing now. You know, you can, if you can identify yourself as a woman, you can go through your life and say, you know, I've always thought myself as a woman, but it's just never been a thing for me. I've never had a moment like, you know, what if I was a woman? You know, or I feel like a woman. It's just no. I just, you know, I'm comfortable in my skin. I always have been. I've never, you know, say I'm in the wrong body or anything. No. So, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to say people are wrong to have that thought, but, you know, it's not me. I don't go through that, and, you know, I have no problem. I like being a man. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Just, sorry, I've never had a thought about, you know, what if would my life be as a woman. So, next two questions I got from John S. So, you know, if you have more than one question, please feel free to ask. I'll answer any questions, and, you know, we'll see how it goes. His first question is, what do I think of manscaping, and do I do it? I don't do it. You know, I'm not really in a position where I need to do it. You know, I've never been in a position where I need to do it. But, you know, if it makes you comfortable, if you like doing it, if it makes you feel happy, why not? You know, whatever you feel you need to do to get through the day. You want to, you know, trim the hedges and be my guest. I just, you know, it's like when women don't shave their legs. Why should I have to do that if you know, nothing's going on down there, or I'm not going to put myself in a position where, you know, where it can be seen. So it's like, you know, why worry about it? But, you know, if, you know, you feel comfortable doing it, please go on ahead and do it. Now he has another question. This is the big question, because, you know, it's the one that every male gets asked all their life. And since you two came up with their more or less this, you know, restrictions for like content or whatever, we're just gonna vaguely go into it. Do you participate in self-gratification? Every guy that gets asked this question is going to say no. So I'm going to say no. But that being said, it's not like I haven't ever done it. It's not like haven't done it, or I'm not going to do it. It's just right now I don't get as aroused as I used to. It's like, so, you know, there's really no point for me. I'm not going to tell you the last time I did it, because, you know, that's my business. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, when you get older, the desire to do it, the drive to do it isn't really there. So it's just, you know, more or less doing it just because you're bored. And, you know, I've got a lot of things going on. I don't really, you know, if I do it, fine. It's every now and then, but, you know, I don't really have that drive to do it as much as I used to do it anymore. So, yeah, everybody does it. That's all I'm saying. So, that's this week's episode. Thank you for sticking through the last three, you know, maybe a little bit iffy, embarrassing questions, but that's what the point of the show is. Next week I'm going to try something different, and we're going to do a little Would You Rather, and see what weird combinations you can come up with. So, please feel free to send me the Would You Rather questions to these addresses, and I'll be sure to, you know, answer them next week. So, yeah, that's this week's show. Thanks a lot for watching, guys and gals, and I'll see you next week.